Happy Monday. I love it when the beginning of the vlog aligns with like the beginning of the week. It's very satisfying. But I am very excited to be sharing what I'm wearing this week. I have a lot of fun things happening in November. I'm going away on like a bit of a random holiday next week as well, and then at the end of the month I'm going somewhere very exciting. I of course I'm going to vlog it because it's a city break, so there's going to be lots of restaurants, things to do. But this week I'm off to Ireland with Sinead Keary, which I'm so excited about. I've only ever been to Ireland once, and that was with another brand for like an overnight thing. So today's plan of action is I need to nip out to go and get some bits and bobs. I'm running some like errandy bits. I need to nip to Superdrug. I need to take a skirt back to H&M. I want a little look around Marks and Spark. I may go out for like a little coffee and a little mooch around the shop this afternoon. But for now, I keep seeing a comment. I don't know if it's the same person or I've just seen the same comment like multiple times, but someone has been asking for a curl tutorial, like how I do my waves. And I thought, well, I'm gonna do them this morning. I might as well kill two birds with one stone and show you what I'm doing with my hair and have a bit of a catch up with you at the same time. I have just washed and dried my hair. Today I used the Moroccan Oil Gloss Mask on my hair. Definitely up there with one of my favorites. I love that one, and I love the Christopher Brand Regenerating Mask. They are amazing. Heat protectant is essential. I will not touch my hair with any form of heat without heat protectant. Essential, cannot live without. This is the Moroccan Oil Perfect Defense Protect. Almost like a dry formula. These kind of aerosol heat protectants are best for like hot tools, and then the more wet heat protectants are better for if you're going from like wet to dry styling. And then I'm just going to brush that through. My trick, I actually learnt this at a masterclass with Cloud9, but the trick for like effortless waves is to not section the hair. Like the only sectioning I do is kind of down the middle so that I have like two halves. I used to go in and like do 3 sections, but I just felt like my curls were too curly. I find this really hard to explain, and when I was in Turkey in July, one of my friends was like, okay, I want to learn how to use a curler with a clamp, because I go on and on about how amazing they are, and I'm like, I can't explain it, I just have to show you it and then hope that you can kind of pick it up from just me doing it. But I feel like it's one of them that looks way more complicated than it actually is. Like once you get the kind of technique, you're good to go. You can do your hair in like 10 minutes. So I'm going to try and explain it to you. Going in and letting go of the clamp on the hair will give you that kink, which is not what we want. Doing like a smoothing as if you're like kind of straightening the hair and then wrapping it round for a couple of seconds, and then we're like undoing the curl and then repeating the same process. I tend to do it like twice on my hair length because then it just gives me like 2 waves, and then I like straighten the end to keep the barrel more vertical rather than horizontal. Horizontal will give you a big bouncy curl, vertical will give you a bit more of like a wave. I go in and I smooth, and then when I get to a point where I want the first curl to start, I do that first curl, keeping it kind of vertical. Couldn't think of the word then. And I'm picking up like different thickness, different sections, because I don't want it to be super uniform. I just want it to feel really effortless. This is the bit that confuses everybody, like coming down. Just apply like a little bit of pressure so you can glide the hair through. Don't lift it completely, just give it a little. So it just takes the tension off the hair so you can glide it. You don't want to be pulling at the hair. Pulling on the hair is a recipe for breakage. What I would suggest is to practice this technique with the curler off, just so you can kind of get the feel for how much pressure you need to put on the clamp in order to let your hair glide through. If you try and do this with the hair curler on, you're probably going to end up going over the same section like 50 times, and you're going to be like, my hair's breaking off. Just bring it down, twizzle, pull it a little bit further away, straighten the ends. Also, I should probably address, it's not really the elephant in the room. You may or may not have noticed that I either sound different or my teeth look weird, but it's because I am on an invisible aligner journey. I have retainers in. This will be me for the next, well, they say 9 months, but you never really know with these things. It could be longer, probably won't be shorter unless I was to not eat, because I think you're supposed to keep them in between 20 to 22 hours a day. Is like the recommended amount of time to have the retainers in. I feel like I'm failing miserably at the 22 because I just lose track of time. Like an hour goes so quick when you're just like eating lunch and scrolling on your phone or reading a book. I am currently reading, for anyone interested, I'm reading Metal Slinger. I've just finished the Lightlark series. Well, I know there's another book coming out in December, but I've read the first 3. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'll even bother downloading the fourth book because it's so... It's one of those books that you read and you're like, I don't know where she is in the world because there's portaling and everything's happening so quickly, and I feel like we never really bond. Like, there's a love triangle, without spoiling anything too much, but there's a love triangle, but I feel like the way that she was described, or he was described in the first book, there was no love there was no attraction, there was no slow burn, there was nothing. I just got the impression he didn't like her, and then they were going to become like friends and allies, and then it was like he's in love with her, and I'm like, I thought this was like an old man. Anyway, I'm just like, okay, well, that's obviously just bad writing if I haven't been able to clock onto that, because I've read a lot of fantasy books, okay, I pick up on a lot of things, a lot of tropes. I was just like, wait, there's a love triangle. What? This guy's not even in competition. She's clearly in love with the other guy. Anyway, I guess that's kind of a spoiler, sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that series, to be honest with you. Save your money. It's not on Kindle Unlimited either, so it's not even like, you can just read it for free and see for yourself. But I am reading Metal Singer, which is on Kindle Unlimited. Love a good Kindle Unlimited book because I'm like, yay, I don't have to buy it. If you're like a fellow fantasy book girly and you have any good recommendations, let me know. But please don't recommend ACOTAR, Fourth Wing, blah, 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 because you know full well I've already read them. You think I've got this far into my fantasy book journey and I've not read Fourth Wing? Please. Or ACOTAR, that was the series that got me into my fantasy addiction. And I read that last January, I think. Would love for Sarah J Maas to, you know, get a wiggle on with some more writing. I know she just wrote, actually, she released Crescent City. Didn't she release a new Crescent City book last year? So they're probably not going to get another one for a while. But you know, you're just like, well, I just found you. So like, could you hurry up? I also need whoever, Spark of the Everflame, I need that author to hurry up. Stop releasing the book in different languages and different formats and flipping get on with writing the next book, please. And then I usually just comb it through rather than brush it. And then you can kind of see that like all the waves are just really soft, really loose. I think it makes the hair look glossier as well, but I mean that also could be the mask that I use because that does make your hair so shiny. And I kind of do it whilst the hair's still relatively hot because I don't want the curls to be too curly. I want them to drop so they look really effortless, just like soft waves. Easy peasy. And then a little bit of oil. Go. Well, this one and probably the Moroccan oil one I would say are the best. I'll always go in with a little bit of this at the very end of the routine. You can add hairspray, texture spray, but I kind of save texture spray for second, third day vibes, and that is how I do my waves. Let me show you what I'm wearing today. This is my outfit of the day for Monday. It's a very typical kind of autumn and winter outfit for me, like a little knit, some jeans, a little heel booty. My jumper is from Pretty Lavish. I then paired it with some white jeans just to add a little bit of contrast to the outfit. My boots are actually from ASOS. I got these quite recently. They're like a patent with a tiny little kitten heel. These are great for like every day. They're just like a little ankle boot. Did I tell you where the jeans are from? They're from Levi's. They're the ribcage straight. And then coat wise, I think I'm gonna do my current favorite, which is this wool one from H&M. It comes with like a built-in scarf. I just love that detail. I feel like it just makes the coat look a little bit more expensive, you know? And I feel like it's the perfect length for the knit underneath. We're gonna do the rule of 3 over here, which is, if you didn't know, is actually a very handy little styling rule to live, well, not rule, a styling combo that makes getting dressed a bit easier if you're in a bit of a rut, which is picking 3 colors in an outfit. So I've got the black and white, we've done a very little monochrome moment, and then I'm adding this suede bag, mint velvet. I love the shape of this, just to bring a little bit of color into the look. Also a really great size for me to lob everything in that I'm planning on picking up from the shop. Everything I needed and a whole lot more And because I went shopping hungry, I've bought a bunch of stuff from Marks and Sparks, including some Christmas bits to try, but also some fun fruit, like tutti frutti grapes and a red kiwi. So I thought it'd be quite fun to try with you guys. I'm shattered now. God, shopping really takes it out of you, doesn't it? Right, I'm gonna go home and then I'm gonna do a little food haul for you and show you what I got. So we've got the red kiwi, the tutti frutti grapes, then I've got hot maple popcorn, and then the cinnamon tortilla rolls with the chocolate. I've had these last year and I really like them. They were kind of strange to begin with, and like the more you eat, the more you're like, actually these are pretty banging. But I've not tried popcorn, the grapes, or a red kiwi before, so we're gonna do it together. If you will, let's start with the kiwi because this really fascinates me. Look at that, it's so pretty. Have you ever had a red kiwi before? I've had the golden ones and like a normal one. It's nice. It's not as sweet and juicy as the golden ones. Yeah, it's nice, but it's not as good as the golden one. Also, do you eat the skins of a kiwi? I do. Let's try a tutti frutti grape. Wow, that's like a sweet. They're so small. Tiny little grapes. They're really good. They actually taste like sweets. I have tried the candy floss ones before and they're really good too, but these are really nice. I'm glad none of these were a fail. Yeah. Then the last thing to try is the hot maple popcorn. So this is toffee popcorn with maple syrup and cayenne pepper. In case, I don't know if I've ever said it on here before, but I love spice. I love spicy food. I love hot sauce. I love anything with chili in. As long as it's got a flavor. Like I don't like spice where all it is spice and there's like no flavor to it. Let's try one of these. It's definitely, the more you eat, the warmer your mouth gets kind of spice rather than like a super spicy, but I kind of like that actually. Good morning from Heathrow. Literally been up since 5:45. Got the train to London, then I got the Heathrow Express and now we're here. But yeah, I'm so excited. The Cashel Palace. Just had to double check what it's called because I don't know what I've been calling it. Cashel Rock, I think that's the castle. But yeah, I'm so excited to be here. I'm so glad we're finally here. I feel like I've been traveling all day. But you know what, it's all gonna be worth it because I'm in the most beautiful room in the most stunning hotel. It's very like old money, gorgeous, so much art and like character in this building. Is such a dream, and every member of staff we've come across has been amazing. So I'm very excited to be here with Sinead Keary. I'm excited to get some Sinead Keary bits on my body. I feel very like, so anyone else after they get off the flight just feel disgusting. Like I just feel so slimy and gross. So I'm gonna take my makeup off. I'm gonna probably have a bath because hello, this is dreamy, this whole thing is dreamy. Kind of slowly get ready. I don't think we need to be down for cocktails until 7. So according to the itinerary, why can't I say that? Itinerary, we are having cocktails at 7 p.m. So basically from now until 7, we can just get ready or we can use the spa. But to be honest with you, I think I'm just gonna take a dip in the bath and have my own little spa situation in the room. I just need to like not be around any human beings to gear myself up to be around people for a while. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but like I just need to recharge so that I can give my all. 7:30, we've got a sit down dinner. I'm very excited about that. And then 9:30, we are going to Donahue's bar with live music and fun. I'm so excited. This sounds like my dream sleepover. Cute dinner, cute cocktails, cute pajamas, because we're actually here to celebrate the launch of their new sleepwear collection. If you have never tried Sinead Keary pajamas, you're missing out because they are the softest. It makes me want to live in pajamas all day. I'm going to give you a room tour because this room is so cute. Guys, this room is absolutely stunning. Can we just take in the size of this bathroom? Like I know I have it on 0.5 right now, but we've got a huge shower, a dreamy bath, which I'm literally just about to run. They've given us some little goodies, a 6-piece brush set, some makeup. Can't wait to have a little nosy at all of this. Black Friday access. Now live. Is this for by SK? Word. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, this is Sinead Keary's sister. Wait, I've just clocked all of the amenities in the bathroom are Memo, Irish leather. I love Memo. Who knew Memo did body care? I didn't. I've literally brought a Memo perfume with me. How funny. Anyway, how gorgeous is this bathroom? I love the tiles and everything in here. Like, this is literally a dream. Huge mirror. This was my travel fit today. I'm wearing some silk trousers from Lily Silk. My cardi is also from Lily Silk. Little Uniqlo tee, and then my flattered booties. And then through here, another big mirror. And then this is the bedroom. Like, how cute and quaint, like the headboard and everything. This is so sweet. Little getting ready area. And I really appreciate a little get ready area with plugs, because you'd be surprised the amount of times you go to hotels and they don't have plugs next to the vanity station. You're like, somebody didn't think this through. A man. And I've got the TV, a cozy little reading nook. If I was here longer, I say would make the most of that and sit and read my book. And then this is my view from the window. I'm losing the light. Why does it look so blue? You can kind of see it over like here. Maybe you can't. I think I showed it when the lady was giving us a tour, Sally. When she was giving us a tour, there's basically Cashel Castle, Cashel Rock Castle. And this has its own private little walkway up to the castle. I think we're doing that tomorrow. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm sad we're only here for one night. It's just such a quaint little princess room. This is for the girlies. I got some pajamas. Sinead Keary pajamas are elite. They are definitely one of the best Christmas gift ideas. They are so soft, they keep you so cool, but they're still quite cozy and they don't crease. So you will never go to bed looking crusty dusty, okay? They're really great pajamas and they've monogrammed them, so I've got like a little OB. Also, I'm loving all the branding for this trip. Like, this is where we're going for live music tonight. And then this is Cashel Palace. So cute. Our itinerary. This is so sweet. A little sleepover club. So come on, a sleepover. Excuse the skin, I just had a quick pick. Terrible behavior from me, wouldn't recommend. I don't know if I've ever actually said on here, but I am definitely a compulsive picker. I'm gonna use a bit of this Augustina's Invader. I've just seen as well that Dua Lipa has launched a skincare brand in collaboration with Augustina's Invader. So it's got all like Augustina's Invader skincare, ingredients, technology, whatever you want to call it. I'm just so confused as to why you'd put another product on the market unless it's going to be more affordable. But I wanted to go through some of the goodies that we got in the bathroom from SK Beauty whilst I let my moisturizer sink in. So this is liquid blush. That is a pretty color. I like that. This is so nice of them. Oh look, we've got these clips too. They're cute, gonna use those. Souffle bronzer. Ooh, that packaging is nice. Ooh, it's like a moussey. That May color may be really good for when I'm like freshly tanned. Although I am planning on giving myself a bit of a tan tonight with an instant tan. We've got a lipstick. Going to the chapel. Oh, so this is gonna be a nice like wedding pink. Yeah. Lip gloss in the shade Halo. If that's gonna pick up on camera, but it's got like sparkles in. Radiant primer. Oh, that was a lot. It smells like coconuts, very radiant. Anyway, there's a palette. There's just like lip liner, brow, highlighter. Let's have a look at the palette. Oh, that's a really nice palette. Those colors are really nice. How cute. This is so kind of them. I just finished my makeup look for the evening. I'm really happy with how it turned out, actually. I really like this. I've got like a little sparkly eye. I'm using the palette from Pat McGrath. This, if you want like a good sparkly eyeshadow moment. I actually featured this palette in my recent party makeup video. If you want to see how I got this makeup, I will leave the link to it below because I filmed it for TikTok. Speaking of TikTok, I'm having a bit of a mare because quite a while back I got followed by this account that was pretending to be me. I block them, I report them. TikTok's like, don't see an issue, and I'm like, just because I'm not a celebrity doesn't mean this is not a problem. Like, I have people who follow me who trust me, and I've built an audience who trust me. So like, to be dubbed and duped by somebody else is really frustrating. Anyway, TikTok did nothing, didn't hear anything of it, and I just thought, you know what, maybe that's it, that's the end of it. Anyway, this week I've been getting a ton of messages from people I know, my family, but also followers who've been following me for ages being like, I got a message from you and I was really excited because you'd reached out, but it's not me, it's a fake account. They've made another fake account and someone has literally just messaged me to be like, they're asking for money now. I've just read the messages they'd sent and it's like some scam Amazon affiliate link thing, and it's driving me insane because it's like, the absolute last thing I want is for any of you guys to be scammed, like to be scammed out of your money. Like that makes me feel sick to my stomach. And I'm like, why isn't TikTok doing anything about this? I feel really like I'm supposed to be having like a really nice time away and now I'm getting really stressed because I'm like, this is so frustrating. It's frustrating that TikTok isn't able to do anything about it. Well, they are able to do something about it, they just don't care. It's all automated. Because I'm not a celebrity and they're not impersonating a celebrity, it's not a problem, but it is a problem because they have more followers than me that clearly they've bought to look legit, and people are messaging me being like, I thought this was you, like, is this you? I'm so confused. I only have one account on TikTok and I do not message anyone. The only people that receive messages from me are my boyfriend, because I send him funny videos, my sister, because I send her cat videos, and Pates, my best friend, when it's May. It's gonna be May, like that's the only, we send each other that every single year. Everyone else, do not send it to anyone. Oh, my manager Izzy, we send each other avatar memes all the time, but like, that is it. I do not send messages to people that I don't know. Ugh, I don't even answer my requests on TikTok. Like, TikTok DM is not a thing. So I'm like really annoyed. Anyway, I need to go down for the cocktails because it's literally 7 o'clock, but thank you so much. There we go. Amazing. Thank you. No. Actually so nice here. Anyway, I'm gonna film a little get ready with me. This is the dress I'm wearing tonight. Sorry, look how stunning that is. Party vibes. But I need to quickly get dressed, quickly film a TikTok of the outfit, and then head down so that I'm not the last one there. But you know, it's an influencer thing, so I probably won't be the last one there. Just heading to dinner. I had a bit of a mare with my top because I planned to wear these shorts with the matching top, but as I was applying my body oil I leant over and I got it right on the top. Thankfully the Sinead Keary girlies put me up some bits earlier, so I managed to like chop and change and make an outfit out of it, so all is good. But yeah, let's go enjoy some yummy food. Actually not too bad, it's quite strong, but I knew it's strong, do you know what I mean? So let's catch you up on what went down last night. So I ended up being a little bit late to cocktails situation and I was having such a mare. I then was like having to rush to get ready because I wanted to film like a little get ready with me and I wanted to show you guys my outfit, so I was like, okay, hurry the hell up. And as the dress that they very kindly gifted me that I showed you guys, that black one, was just too big. It was just really gapey around here, which is strange because I have the blue one at home and that one doesn't gape. So I'm like, I don't know whether maybe the black one fits slightly bigger, so the same size. Maybe I just lost a ton of weight on the fly over. But yeah. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just wear the other thing that I planned to wear that I've got with me, the little short puffer and top situation, the puffer top and short situation. Really like it. I've worn it once before. I was like, okay, I don't really need to stress too much about like wearing tights or be covered up because I actually feel like it's summer. It's been so warm. And as I was doing my little get ready with me, I never do this either. I always apply my oil to the brush and then use the brush to blend in. But for some reason yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna pump it directly onto my legs and then blend it out because I think that would look cooler for the video. And I put it on my legs, then I leant forward to blend it out, and I literally got the oil right on the middle of the top, and it's oil, so like there was just no hope of me getting that out. And I was like I didn't know what to do. Like, I was like, what am I gonna wear? Because I can't wear the dress. Put the dress back on, I was like, can I make this work? And I was like, no, it just looks enormous. Like, there's no posing I could do to make the dress look cute. Like, it would just look like it swamped to me. So I was like, okay, we're gonna have to like create an outfit out of what we've got. So I ended up going for the shorts from the set, and then I paired it with the Becky cami and the new little sweetheart neckline blazer, which is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. I'm actually in love with it. They styled it on the website with some like silk trousers. I had got my silk trousers with me, obviously I travelled in them, but Amelia had already said like that was gonna be her outfit, and I thought the last thing I want to do is rock up to dinner like, snap. So I was like, okay, we'll keep the shorts on and then we'll just wear that on the top half. I, at this point, was like ready to just go sit in a corner and cry, but I was like, Liv, suck it up, man, it's actually not that deep. We'll get some good pics. And in the end I did manage to get some good content in the end. It was a bit rushed, I didn't get to try the cocktails sadly, but I was just like, you know what? Life is too short to have my night ruined because I spilled something on my outfit. Like, thank God we had a spare. Thank God we had a backup and we had an outfit. Thank God I didn't have to go downstairs with a stain on my top. We then went over to this little bar, Donahue's bar, and they'd got these, like a little band, and they're like playing music, and we had baby Guinness shots. I was like, thank God, because I hate actual Guinness, that is not a bit of me, but the baby Guinness, shut it back. I had one. At this point I was like, I cannot let myself get carried away with the wine, because if we were here for like 2 nights, I'd be like, I can afford to have a bit of a day where I'm slightly hungover. But because I know I've got to make that trek home today, I'm like, no, I don't want to be hungover. And then I was like, okay, that baby Guinness shot was my last beverage of the evening. I'm gonna come back to the room, and I did a face mask, I got a little mint tea. When I open this palette, I get a serotonin boost. I'm gonna have to work out how to wear some of these like blues and purples and stuff, but oh my God, I put a dent in the black one. Unfortunately, we're not wearing sparkles today. Coffee break, it's cold. In my defense, I was just shooting some content in these pajamas because they are so comfy. Okay, today's plan of action, we are going on a little walk, but we're gonna get some breakfast first, and then we're going on a little walk up to the little castle. So excited, I love a walk. But first things first, I need some breakfast. I'm thinking like a hot breakfast, some eggs, maybe some toast, some coffee. Oh, like a little latte wouldn't go amiss right about now. Finishing off with a little Prada. That is the makeup for the day. I'm doing like a little French plait situation because it's kind of drizzly outside, and I just thought, you know, I really can't bother to put heat on every single bit of my hair again. I thought I'd just do like a cozy little French plait. Gonna put my outfit on and then pack up my stuff. Really, I need to do that. Outfit E is on. Funny having these on. Most appropriate boots for a walk apparently. I'm gonna wear a little bit of Memo. This is one of my literal favorite scents, and everything in this hotel is Memo. It's all Irish leather from Memo, which is not my favorite scent from Memo, but when I walked in I was like, oh my God, they've got Memo. I'm all ready for some breakfast.